How many words can you use? What's your restriction? What's your limit? So if it says that you can use only one word, if they mention books and you wrote it as book, it's going to be an incorrect answer. Why? For each answer. So it says what? No more than 2 words. That means you can use 1 word, you can use 2 words, but not more than that. Once you are done reading, you also please make sure that you're marking your keywords as well. That's crucial. You can even write like this 19, 19 or 19. All of them could be correct. Hello everyone. In today's session, we're going to be talking about listening, notes and form completion of all these things. These 2 types. Specifically, we'll learn what all are the crucial things we need to understand and keep in mind while solving. Other than that, by the end of this session, we'll also be practicing for the same questions. So let's just quickly dive into it. Firstly, guys, it is all about what exactly is it? Like notes and form completion. Let's understand first. So it's about form completion. You might have in your lifetime solved so many forms. I mean, you have filled so many forms in life where you have to fill your name, your address, your phone number. The same way you'll be having the form over here, but it's going to be incomplete with some of the missing details in it, which you need to fill out from the audios. That's what you need to do. Next to it is notes completion. That's what you have. No, in notes completion, see, there's a note given to you and which is filled with like so many blanks. There are so many blanks there in that blank, in that notes, which you need to fill out from the audios. Okay, that's what your job is. Now let's understand. Usually it is to be seen in the section 1. That's some unique quality about it. In the section 1, it's quite easier, right? Hence, you can see it's all going to be about everyday conversation. Then notes completion can be seen from section 2, 3 and 4 as well. Depending upon the level of difficulty of the section, you can get these questions from easier to difficult level, the notes completion. All right, it can contain lecture, meetings, discussion, anything like that. All right, now what are some of the skills tested in this? So listening for specific information, that's something which is tested, and understanding paraphrasing. See, you need to understand what paraphrasing is. Generally, they don't give you the exact words, exact language used in exactly those questions. They give you paraphrasing language. So you need to just stick to it. You need to understand well. All of these things are tested. And then identifying keywords and correct spelling and grammar. Of course, you need to write everything, whatever you're writing has to be exactly same way from the audios. You have to copy from the audios exact same way. You don't have to write anything on your note. And it should all be accurate with the grammar as well. That's something which you have to keep in mind all the time. And yes, following the order of the information, all the questions, all the audios are going to be in order appropriately all the time. All right, let's now begin. So if we see the strategies, what should be the strategies while we are solving these question types? See guys, firstly, you need to always read instructions carefully because the instruction always are likely to tell you about words. How many words can you use? What's your restriction? What's your limit? So if it says that you can use only 1 word only, that means you have to be more vigilant while solving your answers and questions. You have to be pretty much vigilant while solving everything. Why? Because once you see there's 1 word only, if you chose anything which is an incorrect part of your answer, it's going to be entirely an incorrect answer, right? So please choose and read instructions beforehand. How many words are allowed? How many numbers are allowed? Accordingly, then you listen to the audios vigilantly, like with full awareness, and then begin marking your answer. Next to it, please read the questions beforehand, right? You need to read questions beforehand. Before the audio starts, it actually starts. It gives you, audio gives you, the listening section actually gives you some of the time to read and go through the questions beforehand. They give you this time actually. So you need to actually utilize this time properly. Like those 30 seconds of time, you need to read, make sure the keywords are marked out of the question. You are understanding the question really well. You have to predict your answers. Predict your answers, like focus on the WH words. If it has been asked which disease, so focus on that. You have been asked a disease name and focus on that which also, right? So like that, you need to pay attention on your questions beforehand only before the audio starts, when you get the reading time. After that, underline keywords. It is essential for you to underline keywords and predict your answer type, whether it's going to be name, number, place, what exactly is it going to be, and listen for synonyms and paraphrases. Afterwards, write the answer immediately. Once your audio begins, you have to answer immediately. It's okay. Even if the answer is really lengthy, you need to write it in the shortest form possible. Later on, you will get the revision time. You can come back and correct it. That's something which you have with you, the feasibility. Check spellings and word limit, everything while you are revising. You have to check whether spellings are correct or not, whether you've written your answer in the word limit or not. Everything you need to check beforehand. Alright guys, so these were some of the strategy. You need to check all these steps beforehand. After that, let's understand common answer types. So your answer can contain a name, specifically for your forms or your notes, maybe dates, numbers, time. It can be a place, or it can be a price, occupation, addresses, can be anything out of it. Okay. Now, after that, some common mistakes are that exceeding the word limit can be one of the biggest mistakes, that you didn't realize that you were not expected to write more than 2 words and you're writing 2 words. Same goes for with words as well. And spelling errors can be there. If you're not quite aware, checking your errors, mistakes, you can fall into this trap. So missing plural forms, if there was s mentioned in the audio and you missed it, like for an example, let me give you an example for this. If they mentioned books and you wrote it as book, it's going to be an incorrect answer. Why? Because this S matters over here. This S also matters over here, the plural form of the word. Then getting distracted by changed information. You didn't actually see the distractions, the shift they took, the turn they took. What was that? Once they said that A is the better option, they feel that A is the right one. But then in the second line, they are shifting towards the B or C option. So you have to see that change. Just look for that change. Do not get distracted. Once they said something, you directly marked it as your right answer. So this thing shouldn't be there. These are some of the common mistakes you always have to avoid making. After that, some of the quick tips can be that follow the order of the recording all the time. No matter what, you don't have to get stuck in any question. You have to always move with the audios. All right. Listen for meanings, not exact words. You always have to go on choosing the meanings and focus on the meanings rather than words. It can be used, the synonyms as well. It can be synonym also. But all what you need to be considered is that the synonyms or the meanings, not the words, right? Don't stop if you miss one answer. You always have to keep moving on and use the final checking time to review spelling and grammar always. Otherwise, you never realize that spelling was wrong, grammar was wrong, you didn't use S. All of these things can make your band score really reduced. Now, next thing, let's start our practicing now. Finally, we are going to be practicing. Please do follow all the steps I told you have to do beforehand. Before we begin with the audios and actually marking our answers, I want you all to please go ahead and read these questions first. So we start with reading the instruction. Instruction says that complete the form below, write no more than 2 words and or a number for each answer. So it says what? No more than 2 words. That means you can use 1 word, you can use 2 words, but not more than that. And means if there is this number also, you can only use a number. That means 1 number. Or says that if there is either of them mentioned, then use either of them, but then this much only. This is what the restriction is. You've got 1 word, 2 word, and 1 number only. Okay. Now, it's all about international student insurance application. That's the form of yours. Can you see? It is the form which you have got. It's about international student insurance application. And you have to write the first, it's already written. First name is already written. Surname you need to figure out. Then DOB, date of birth, is 14th of August 2023. And then contact number is missing. Policy type is comprehensive, then something will be there. And start date is missing, October something, and payment method is credit card. So this is about reading questions. These are quite easier. then the other one. Like then the form completion, then the notes completion, your form completions are quite way too easier. So you don't need to actually mark any keyword here. If you get the relevant information right in your mind, you can understand, you can grab from the audio very easily. Now I'm going to be playing the audio and I want you guys to please be vigilant, be ready and solve your questions. By the end of it, I'll be showing you all the correct answers. Okay, let's see how many of you mark how many correct answers. So yes, let's begin.
Insurance. How can I help you today? Good morning. Welcome to Global Shield Insurance. How can I help you today? Hi, I need to set up a health insurance policy for my university course here. Absolutely. Let's get your details down. I see your first name is Joshua. What is your family name, please? It's Abernathy. Let me spell that for you. Abernathy. Perfect. Got it. And your date of birth? It's the 14th of August, 2003. Great. Now, what's the best contact phone number for you while you're in the country? You can reach me on 077 009 3115. Oh, wait, sorry, that's my old home country SIM card. My new local number is 077 009 4226. Let me double check that. 077 009 4226. Yes, that's the correct one. Excellent. We have a few tiers. Since you're a student, I highly recommend our standard student plan or the comprehensive medical coverage. I think the comprehensive medical option is best for my visa requirements. Wonderful choice. And when would you like the coverage to begin? Well, my classes start on the 10th of October, but I land on the 3rd, so let's activate it from that day so I'm safe from the moment I arrive. Done. We'll set it for the 3rd of October. Now, how would you like to pay?
All right, guys, since you guys did a great, amazing job, let's see what correct answers are. What exactly are your correct answers? And see, check yourself how many you got correct. But before that, let me show you first the correct answers. All right, I'll show you your correct answers, but before that, I want you to also solve this one as I'll show you all the correct answers together. This one and the previous one. Okay, now let's read it. What exactly is it? So complete the notes below. It says it's all about notes now. This is about notes now, guys. Okay, notes going to come like this in this format where it contains some blanks in it. Okay, there's a note and with full of blanks which you need to fill out from the audios. Now see what it says. Instruction says that one word only. Can you see this? You can only use one word. You cannot use anything which is more than one word. Okay, please keep this thing in mind. Now, the architecture of sustainable buildings is all about that. Now, the thing says that core design principles, the building layout must maximize the use of natural something to cut down on energy bills. Traditional concrete is frequently swapped out for eco-friendly dash to support structural weight. It's about water and waste management now. It says smart rooftops are engineered to harvest rainwater, which is channeled directly into an underground dash tank. Then, recycled water systems are then utilized strictly for running the dash structures inside the complex. Now, once you are done reading, you also please make sure that you're marking your keywords as well. That's crucial. How do you do that? So it's about building layout. We should maximize the use of natural something. So you pick this word natural from it. And we are talking about building layout. The ones I'm using brackets for are your keywords actually. Traditional concrete, it's all about that. And then for eco-friendly something will come over here. You can also try predicting your answers if you can. Just try predict your answers. Smart rooftops, it's all about that, are engineered to harvest rainwater. It's about harvesting rainwater, which is channeled directly into an underground vault. So underground is your keyword. Then recycled water systems are then utilized strictly for running the dash structures inside the complex. So recycled water systems, this is running the what that you need to figure out. So you have to just spend time in order to understanding the questions really well, that what exactly are they asking you to, and predict your answer, mark keywords. Now you're well ready. I'm going to be playing the audio. Please try and mark your answers.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are analyzing the modern engineering mechanics behind eco-friendly skyscrapers. When structural engineers approach a sustainable project, their primary goal is resource efficiency. To achieve this, the initial building blueprint must optimize environmental layout elements. Specifically, architects manipulate the angle of windows to maximize the intake of natural light. By doing this, commercial complexes drastically decrease their reliance on artificial grid power during peak daylight hours. Furthermore, raw materials play an essential role. While standard industrial developments rely heavily on carbon-intensive concrete, modern green structures use highly compressed timber as a durable, sustainable alternative to support the weight of the primary frames. Moving on to water conservation, sustainable architecture integrates self-sustaining fluid cycles. Roof surfaces are tilted to collect rainfall, which is immediately directed down internal pipes into a massive storage tank built beneath the basement foundations. This collected volume undergoes basic mechanical filtration. Because it is not treated to drinking standards, this recycled resource is designated entirely for secondary plumbing utility demands, primarily for operating the automated toilets throughout the commercial facility.
All right, guys. I hope you well marked all your answers. Now I'm going to be showing you all the correct answers for the same, for both of it, all together at one place. So yeah, these are your answers, right? So please check from here on that how many correct answers did you get. By the way, it's about the spelling. And then it's about this number. The student gave a distractor number first. He gave a distracting number first and then testing the listening focus and then gave the right answer. It's about medical, then third, like that. You can write any of these formats are acceptable. Then light, timber, storage, and toilets. This is for the notes. These are for the notes. I hope you got them all correct. Now I'm going to be moving ahead with some more practicing for the same. Let's move ahead. So this is what you have first, where it's about form completion. What have you got in it? No more than 2 words and or plus a number. So this is what you get. 2 words are allowed, 1 number is allowed. And yes, please read everything. It's about Riverside Conference Center booking. And the guest name, Marcus something, room type reserve, and arrival date July, name of the attendees 45, number of the attendees, and special equipment required is something which you need, and deposit pay is already mentioned. Yes, so all of these things are there. Comparatively, form completions are easier, but please keep into account your words and the numbers you can use. Now I'm going to be playing the audio. All the very best. Kindly mark your answers.
Good afternoon, Riverside Conference Center. How can I assist you? Hello, I need to verify the details for the corporate booking we made last week. It's under my name, Marcus Vance. Let me check the system. Ah, yes, Mr. Vance. Let me just verify the spelling of your last name. Is it V-A-N-S? Close, but it's actually spelled V-A-N-C-E. Thank you for clarifying. I see you have booked our executive suite for the presentation. Oh, wait, we actually upgraded that over the phone on Tuesday to the Grand Suite because we needed more space for our display tables. Let me update that right now. Perfect. Change to Grand Suite. And your arrival date is marked as the 22nd of July. Is that correct? No, our conference was pushed forward. We are arriving on the 19th, though some attendees might stay until the 22nd. Got it. Checking you in on the 19th of July. Your guest count is locked at 45 people. Do you need any specific multimedia tools set up in the hall? Yes, we have our own laptops, but we will definitely need a high-definition projector set up at the front. We don't need any extra microphones. Excellent. I will add that to your request list. Your deposit of £250 has already been processed.
Yes, guys. I hope you all marked them all correct. I know it was quite easier than you expected. Let's move towards further question. Now, this is for the notes completion where you have got again one word only allowed. So you cannot use anything which is more than one word. Okay. Now here you've got something related to university library orientation guidelines, and facility rules are that students must use their digital ID card to gain access through the main dash at the entrance. Then bringing hot meals into the study zone strictly forbidden, that means restricted, though bottled dash is permitted. So what's that which is permitted? That you need to figure out. Then borrowing resources, the standard loan duration for core academic textbooks is limited to one dash. To avoid paying a penalty fee, resources must be returned before the specified dash on the receipt. Yes. So all those things which I have marked under brackets are your keywords. So stay focused. I'm going to be playing the audio. Please stay awake and mark your answers. Yes.
Welcome to the annual Campus Library Orientation Session. Before you begin using our research facilities for your semester projects, there are several mandatory regulations you must memorize. First, let's discuss building security. The library is closed to the general public. Consequently, all registered students must swipe their official digital ID card to unlock the security gates located at the front entrance. If you forget your card, you will have to register manually at the visitor desk. Secondly, regarding behavioral expectations in our silent study zones. To preserve our historical collections, eating food is completely banned at the desks. However, students are allowed to bring personal flasks of water to stay hydrated while studying. Hot coffee, sodas, or juices are not allowed near the computer terminals. Now, turning to our borrowing policies. While digital journals can be accessed online at any time, physical textbooks have strict borrowing limits. Standard academic texts may only be checked out for a maximum period of 1 week due to high student demand. If you require an extension, you must submit a renewal request online. Finally, please monitor your return deadlines carefully. To ensure you are not charged a late penalty fee, all borrowed items must be dropped into the return slots before the exact deadline printed at the bottom of your transaction receipt.
Yes, guys. So we are done. I hope you marked all the correct answers for it. Let's quickly check the correct answers, by the way. So yeah, these are your correct answers. You can go through with these. You can even write like this 19, 19 or 19th. All of them going to be correct. Okay, the date 22, by the way, was a distractor. So you had to always be aware of these distractor. By the way, these are all the correct answers of yours. So I'm happy to see that you got all the correct answers. So this is about it, guys, where we are now done understanding about notes and form completion. What exactly are the strategies we need to use? How is it going to be there? Everything around it. So thank you so much for watching.